Hi everyone, I'm back with my tutorial on these little 4x4 mini cardstock mini albums. This is the one that I did yesterday. It's just a little 4th of July one that I had some leftover paper for. And you open these flaps here. And then these little gatefold flaps also open on both sides. So these measure 4x4. I started making them in the 6x6 size, and then I wanted to make one that was smaller to put in your purse or diaper bag or whatever type of bag you carry, kind of like a little brag book type thing. So I've done a little baby girl one, and this is using K & Company's paper. I just used the 8.5 by 8.5 stack. And then this is a little baby boy one, and I used the K & Company little baby boy paper on this one. This is the first one I did when I came up with this idea. I made a prototype out of just basically scrap colored cardstocks, so it's not very cute, but so this is the first one that I did complete. I haven't decorated any of the outsides, and when you do decorate the insides of these, you want your decorations, or your embellishments I should say, to be fairly flat. So stickers, maybe a couple of photo corners or something like that. So this paper that I used in this one is Die Cuts with a View linen, linen closet, linen something or other. I think it's linen closet. Really, really pretty papers, and I just used the little matte stack for this one. So then this side will open, and then these two flaps here will open. So I'm going to show you how to do these. And just for time's sake on the videos, I have already pre-cut my cardstock, so I'll show you how to score it, and I've pre-cut my pattern paper. And I'm going to be using this pattern paper I got in the dollar bin at Target last year. I bought this last summer, and it came with 8 sheets of paper. It's their Backyard Fun collection, so it's got really cute kind of summery papers, so I thought I'd pull that out and try that one. So the first thing you need to do is pick 2 colors of coordinating cardstock that you want to use. One color will be your base color, and what I mean by base color is where this blue is. This blue cardstock for this one is my base. So my coordinating color for this one was red, and that's going to make the inside pages and then the 2 cover flaps and then the piece on the back. So I picked red for my base. You're going to cut this at 4 inches by 10 inches across, and you're going to score it at 2 3/4, 3, 7, and 7 1/4. And that's going to create the base of the book. Next, you're going to cut 3 strips of your second coordinating color, and these strips are going to be 3 3/4 by 8 inches. So you need 3 of them, and those we're going to score at 2 and 6. So for all 3 of these, you're going to score at 2 and 6. And then the last one. Okay, so 3 pieces, 3 1/4 by 8 inches, scored at 2 and 6. Okay, so that's it for the scoreboard. You're also going to cut out of your second color 3 square pieces that are 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. These will serve as your 2 cover pieces, and this will go on the back to cover up your ribbon tie. If you use a ribbon tie, I guess you could use Velcro or one of those basic gray magnets or something like that, but I just do ribbons. Okay, so we're going to take the base and we're going to fold on all the score lines. I don't know if you guys can see those. And then I just flatten it out with my bone folder. There's one side. And the second side. So this is going to be, this will be the base of our mini album. So that'll open just like that. We're going to put our pages here, and when we put our pages on, there's 2 score lines. There's one here and one here. When we put the pages in, we're going to put them in between this score line and this, the inside score line, not the outside score line. So we'll put it right in between there. These are going to create our pages. So fold all of your strips on the score line to create your little gatefold. And you do that with all 3. And we're going to put these together. And when we hook these together, we're going to glue the flaps together just like that. So, and I just use my HEG gun. And then you just put them together. And press them down. You might get a little bit of overhang on there, so I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and cut that off. Just a little strip. Okay, now we'll connect the next one. Same way. Just put some adhesive on one of the flaps. And press those together. That one did the same thing, just a little bit. Cut that off, and there we have the base for our card, or for the inside of the album. That looks like that. So you'll take these 2 flaps and fold them in, and then fold it over. You'll fold these 2 flaps in, and fold that one over, and that creates the base. So then we're going to flip this over, and on the back side, we're going to put adhesive. And I just go around all 4 sides. And then just crisscross the middle, so I know that it's not gonna come loose. Fix any hang over there. And then I like mine to open on the left, but you can surely flip it over where it opens to the right. It just depends on how you want to do it. Then I'm going to open this up, And I'm going to place this in the center of my base. And you will have about 1/4 of an inch, maybe less, maybe about 1/8 of an inch border on the top and the bottom, but not on the sides. You're going to try to get it right in between that inside score line. Okay, so then you just press that down and close that up, and there you have, basically most of your book is done by this point. Now we're going to add the 2 cover flaps. So this one will be adhered to this piece. And when you put your adhesive on this one, you don't want to go all the way around. You just want to go where it's going to meet up with your first colored cardstock. Otherwise it'll hang over and stick. So you don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to go along here and kind of eyeball where I think it's going to stop. And then just place this on where there's an even border around. And press that down. So then you have your first cover flap. Now your second piece is going to go on the top. So same thing, just a little bit of adhesive, not around the whole entire thing. And this piece you can line up with the piece underneath, so that way when it's closed, you know, they line up. So that's kind of what I do. Line it up on the side that doesn't have the adhesive on it. And then press it down. And I don't always get them perfect, but close enough. So then there's the finished outside of the book. So I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to do part 2. So this is the book, and I will be back with the designer paper for decorating it. Thanks.